That good old traffic because of the bridge. Since that bridge collapsed, the traffic been wild. Just waiting for a few people to get in. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. What up, Jason? Steph. What up, Noel? Man. So not only do we got Russia off the coast of Florida, they done picked up 8 ISIS agents off the border. Not only have they picked up 8 ISIS agents off the border, they done pulled somebody over that looked like he was ready to do some damage. He had a V for Vendetta mask. This is in New York. Had a V for Vendetta mask. He had a Glock 26 with some magazines. It looked like a hatchet, a whip, and NYPD body armor. That's interesting. He had NYPD body armor. Anyway, welcome to the channel. I am Cannon Hotep. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Headed into work. I told y'all it was something to that border getting shut down. It wasn't just because they want to do something about it after fucking 4 years. It wasn't because they wanted to do something about it after 4 years. They're afraid of something. Something happened, but they got some intel, and they was like, yo, we got to shut that shit down before some shit go down. But you know, Hotep's been told you. Exactly, Steph. How they get that? How they get that? They must have broke out the cricket, and fucking made one or something stupid. And you know what they gonna tell us? This is crazy, and this is all on the hills, right? With that, it's on the hills of And no, yeah. Then I didn't talk about it last night. I meant to talk about it. Then you had a fucking was it a mass shooting in Seattle? Was it a mass casualty event in Seattle? A mass casualties event in Seattle. 3 cops got shot and all this other shit, right? On the heels of their Go Safe Act gun legislation they put on the House floor, where they try to get specific. Basically, they're saying any gas blowback rifle is to be banned. Any gas blowback rifle is to be banned. I wonder what we're gonna get out of the manifesto out of there, out of Seattle. I wonder what we're gonna get out of the manifesto out of the New York, terror attack, whatever they want to, whatever the fuck they gonna call that, bruh. You can't make this stuff up, yo. They thwarted an attack. Shit getting wild, yo. We've been telling people that border was open for a reason. They neglected it for 4 years, right? They neglected that shit for 4 years. Now all of a sudden they want to shut it down by executive order when they could have made legislation about it. Come on, truck. What the what? Y'all swear, yo, these new truck drivers, y'all be wanting to smack the shit out of them, yo. This nigga he used no blinkers and he just fucking took it. Pause. No diddy. These new truck drivers is some shit, yo. I don't know. I be seeing more tractor trailer crashes than a little bit. Who this is? Oh, no problem. Appreciate you jumping through. I be seeing more tractor trailer crashes than a little bit because these new truck drivers be doing some bullshit. They be on their phone all. They don't even drive five. They don't even drive 12 speeds no more or manuals no more. They don't even drive manuals no more. Everything automatic. Need some shit. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What up, Freak Mac? Yo, where you been? What up, Holden? They be tripping me out, y'all. I got a feeling a false flag coming, y'all. I got a feeling some bullshit gonna jump off over the weekend. I don't know why. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, yo, but I got a feeling some BS is gonna jump off over the weekend. This is too much going on. And if they caught them 8 ISIS soldiers at the border, how many did they not catch? How many did they not catch, yo? That's my question. And we caught 8 ISIS agents. How many did y'all catch? Because the border been crazy. What about all them fighting age Chinese people that came in here a few months ago? What about all them fighting age Middle Easterners that just came in like a week ago? What about them? Yo, something gonna go down, y'all. I just want y'all guys to be prepared for whatever the hell it is, y'all. Whatever gonna go down, just be prepared. On to the G7, I'm sure he gonna miss all of that because either he gonna piss himself, he gonna shit himself, or he gonna have to take a nap. We are laughing stock on the world stage right now, and you still got silly ass people who still think Joe Biden is the best thing for America. You still got silly ass people who think that Joe Biden is what's best for America. He don't even know where he at half the time, and it's not even his fault. They got him weekend at Bernie's right now. They got a stick up his ass, and they just march him around like fucking Jeff Dunham and crank anchors. He don't know what's going on. Joe, sign this. Okay. He might not even be signing half the shit that's going in the law. His wife might be signing on his behalf. You got all this shit going on. Meanwhile, the president of the G7. And then you got some people that, yo, don't get complacent with this Russia stuff, y'all. This Russia stuff. I'm just going to tell y'all that now. Let me know if y'all can hear me, because maybe I'm not supposed to be talking about this shit. But they showing force right now. They showing a sign of force. They just out of nowhere, just came out of nowhere, acting a whole fool. They didn't even come out of nowhere. They told us don't jump in this shit between us and Ukraine. And we just slowly but surely just put our feet in the water. We slowly but surely just just wading in the water, and then we send them some rockets, and they use them rockets to attack Russia. And Russia ain't like that shit. And now all of a sudden we got submarines and warships, nuclear submarines and warships off the coast of Florida. If the United States wasn't worried and we ain't had nothing to worry about, they wouldn't have deployed the Navy. Yeah, they slowing the stream down. You can't hear me? Oh shit. Yeah, they fucked up the stream. Intact from inside the border versus our folks. They begging for an attack. That's what I think. Folks needs to listen to mainstream media, what? Or need to stop listening to mainstream media. This is where the truth is. That's right. That's right. That's right. Either the weekend or October. I don't know, yo. It's crazy. Like he just it's crazy, yo. Yeah, he weekend at Bernie's. I be laughing, right? Because I'm the first person to call Biden weekend at Bernie's years ago. You can see it on my channel. Matter of fact, the thumbnail is weekend at Bernie's with Biden face on it. I was the first person to say that shit. You see other people calling weekend at Bernie's now, but I digress. Hoteps, we the tastemakers. We make up though. I saw what's her name, Ashley Sinclair, with a caption yesterday talking about some which way Western man. I was like, where I hear that one before? You know what I mean? If you listen to Hotep Jesus, you hear it all the time now. You hear that, you hear red wokes, red whites, that all came from the Hoteps. But I digress. I guess that's a sign that people they listening to us on the low. I just wish they would give us some credit. You know what I mean? They don't like the Hotep show. They don't want to give us no props. I be hearing my shit verbatim. I be hearing my shit verbatim on people's stuff. You know what I mean? But I digress. I digress. He's anti-weekend at Bernie's. Bernie dances when the music comes on. Biden freezes up. Biden look like a dope fiend out of Baltimore, like he on that shit. Y'all see him at the in France? It looked like he was. I guess I don't know if he was in a dope nod or if he was trying to sit down in the chair. It looked like he was in a dope nod. If you ever seen them fiends in Baltimore on that dope nod, boy, them fiends wobble, but they don't fall down. Them fiends be wobbling, but they don't fall down, boy. Appreciate it, Mike B. I like to stop at Harris Teeter in the morning to get me something to eat. That shit gonna have to stop soon though. Shit getting expensive. Like y'all notice that though? What up, Protocol? Happy Tuesday, brother. Y'all notice that though? Like, remember back in '08, like when we had the crack? Yo, why would you stop in the middle of the fucking street? This nigga just stop walking, just in the middle of the driveway. I remember back in '08 when it was like, yo, it's cheaper to eat fast food than it is to go to the market, right? Y'all remember that? It's cheaper to eat. Now it don't even matter no more. Whether you go to the market or you go eat out or you go to a restaurant or a fast food establishment, it don't even matter no more, yo. It's just expensive. I know I ain't supposed to be eating no McDonald's, but my son like to go to McDonald's sometimes. The only reason he like going to McDonald's because he like the nuggets and he like the shakes, right? And every now and again, I like a double quarter pounder. All right, don't judge me. All right, don't tell Strong Dad on me. Golly, mighty, don't tell you telling me you shouldn't be eating that stuff anyway. Nowadays, it don't even fucking matter because everything I look at the market, my wife came home with a salad from. Let me turn these lights on, I guess, so y'all can see me. My wife came home with a salad from Yes, me without this. Oh, y'all good. My wife came home with a salad from Aldi's, and it said contains bioengineered food ingredients. It said contains bioengineered food ingredients. Right? So I'm like, damn, if the salad got it's just lettuce and all that other shit. Right? But anyway, so I went to McDonald's with my son. We dropped my daughter off at dance yesterday. A double quarter pounder with cheese meal was $13. A double quarter pounder with cheese meal was $13. I was like, what? What? Bruh. It don't even matter no more. Like I'm gonna go in Harris Teeter. I'm gonna get me something to eat, right? I'm gonna get me something, you know, I don't know. They be having like good salads and stuff in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get me a nice ass salad. But this nice ass salad I'm gonna get from Harris Teeter is probably gonna cost me like $20. I feel you. Those high prices to help with the obesity epidemic. That's all right. That's right. That's right. But anyway, it's just getting expensive out here, yo. All this inflation, all this stuff, yo. Me and my brother was sitting down. I told you my father bought him a camper, right? Bought him a camper, put the camper in his driveway. It's set up real nice. My father got that shit set up like a fucking trailer park, all right? No, I don't use the dressing. I use oil and vinegar, or I'll use real like blue cheese dressing or ranch. That's all I use. Noah says we all need our imperfections. The fiend in us all needs to be acknowledged, lest he plots the coup on our entire persona. You all waxing poetic and shit. Yes, the seeds are engineered to allow Roundup so they can reproduce undergrowth and yield a bigger crop. Is that what it is? I'm in a Lex bubble. No, I'm in my Genesis coupe. I'm in my Genesis coupe. Lex bubbles be mad because they think they fast until I bust that ass. But yeah. So anyway, my father got it set up real nice, and we was talking about houses. My brother like, yo, he says, "Is it really that bad out here?" And I'm like, "Yo, check." So I start showing them stuff. So I start showing them the houses and that's for rent in Atlanta. Yo, they building whole housing communities, yo, for rent, not to buy, for rent. They got single family homes they building for rent because, like Hotep's been told you, we told you that they were trying to make a class of renters. We told you when BlackRock was going around buying up all these houses that they were doing it on purpose for the own nothing and be happy people. We told y'all that was coming. Said they're gonna make a class of renters so you own nothing and be happy. We told y'all that. And now what you're seeing right now. My house that I bought for $235 in 2010 is now worth $434,000. And I like my house, but it ain't worth $434,000. They're making it unattainable. And then if you find a decent priced house, right? Let's say you find a house for 200 grand, right? That's reasonable, right? 250, 260 grand. What's it in Texas? 260 for like a 3 bedroom, a decent house. Then you're looking at 7% interest. So I got 4% interest back in 2010, which is decent, right? My mortgage is 16 something, 1675 or something like that. Imagine that same house for $235,000. Let's say you bought the house for 260 in Texas, and then you add 7% interest on that. Then you talk like $2,300, $2,400 for your mortgage or something like that. Something crazy. 200K get you a shotgun house. Even out in the more rural areas, Metro Atlanta, renting houses, yeah, renting housing subdivisions. Yes, exactly. They've been doing it in Savannah for 6 years. That's crazy, yo. I'm telling y'all, yo, Middle America is probably where it's at. The quote unquote flyover states, like where Jay is in Oklahoma and Wyoming and Kansas, places that people don't really kind of want to move to because there's no port, there's no like, it's landlocked, but it's cheap. You can get land for cheap. You know what I mean? Probably where it's at. So like, if I was millennials or I was Gen Z, when I graduated from college, I'd be moving to Middle America. Fuck New York and Los Angeles and Florida and Atlanta and all of that stuff. Forget the port cities. I'm moving to Kansas. I'm moving to Wyoming. I'm moving to Utah. Like I'm moving where it's cheaper to live, especially if I want a house. Rudy said, "Get the fuck out of the cities. Commute an hour to work, but I sleep in peace every night." I hear that. That's right. No Toes is having it simultaneously in all five Oz countries. They're producing debt slaves. Yes, they are. Ever wonder why you have a SS number? Like, and I'm trying to tell my brother, right? I'm trying to tell my brother, I'm like, yo, you got it good, yo. You went to school on scholarship. Like he played football. So I'm like, yo, you went to school on scholarship, bro. So he played football, and I'm like, you got no student loans no more. So you ain't got no student loans, and then dad is in a position where he just bought you a camper for like 30 grand. He bought a badass camper, right? For 30 grand. Nice ass camper. Like look, it's just a mini apartment. It's an apartment. It ain't even mini, it's an apartment. And I'm like, you ain't got no rent, you ain't got no mortgage. I said if I was you when you start working, which I think he worked for my father anyway, for the most part. I'm like, yo, kick dad like $200 on the electric bill. Kick dad $200 on the electric bill. You ain't got no car payment. I'm like, you in a great position so that you can save up if the market ever recovers. If the market ever recovers, or interest rates come down, you're in a position to do that. So we kind of got it in his head now that like buying land is probably more important than buying the house. You buy the land, you can put a house on it. You can get you a barn dominium. I like them joints. I be looking at them on YouTube. You can get a barn dominium. You can get a mini house. Cause like really, honestly, do you really want like a big ass house nowadays? Like one in the chat, if y'all really want a big ass house nowadays, do you really want that? I get it. Some people like. Do you really want it? Like it's a lot, especially like what heating and air cost if the fucking prices keep going up. Heating and air, what else? Maintenance, stuff like that. Exactly. Buy the dirt. Yeah. Like who really want a big fucking house nowadays? Like honestly, I was even thinking about it. Like man, when the kids is gone, like me and Rudy was talking about it last night after the show. Like I would love to move once my daughter go to college. Once she go to college, because my wife don't want to uproot her out of her high school because she only got 2 years left and she got friends, and I get that. But I'm like, yo, once she go to school, my son, he don't care. He's only 10. He'll be 12. He don't care. He don't like half the kids at his school, no way. Like, yo, let's just dip. Let's just roll. Let's sell a house. Go somewhere where cost of living ain't bad. Shit, even Delaware isn't bad. At least you won't be taxed on your income. But buy something smaller. Like, like we don't need all this house. Minimalist, like a true minimalist. You know what I mean? Shit getting expensive, and I know that we hoping that Donnie T get in office and hoping he can correct course, but I don't know. The housing prices ain't going to come down. Maybe the interest rate, but the housing prices are where they at. They call it shock testing, y'all. If y'all don't know what that is, I want a smaller house with a giant ass basement. I hear that. A la Pete and Pete. I love Pete and Pete. That was my shit. My ex and stepkids are gone. I'm thinking about selling my 4 bedroom house and buying a tiny home in the mountains of West Virginia. Yo, that sound like a plan, yo. That sound like a whole plan. That sound like a whole plan, yo. You think the bubble gonna pop soon? I believe so. I think you're right. Yo, it's crazy. I'm my wife. She always on Redfin looking at houses, and she be looking at these. How like she looking at this one house. It was bad. It was a badass house. I ain't even gonna lie. It was big as shit. And I'm like, that's a lot of house. $675,000. So I said, so if that house is $675,000 right now, or $695 right now, that means that before before 2020, that house was probably like 400 grand, which was probably doable. I mean, it was huge. And the only reason I liked it is because the basement was bigger than the house, but it backed up to the woods. Like it was basically kind of half-assed in the woods, which is great for me because I want to hunt and shit. If I shoot a deer in the yard or hit one with an arrow, I can go get it. I ain't got to worry about neighbors tripping. You know, it had a pool and some more stuff, but I'm just like, yo, that's a lot. And she's like, you don't think we could swing 600? I said, hell no, we can't swing 600 grand. That's a lot. That's a whole. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to swing 600 grand. That's crazy. 2 bedroom, 1 bath. What? Oh, really? One and a quarter acre? Near me built 1960, 210K. Ridiculous. Bubble is gonna pop. That's not even. That's hold on. You said 2 bedroom, 1 bath. That's crazy. Or a quarter acre. You saying on a quarter acre? That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Yeah, you're right. I've seen that. Don't be afraid. It is repeated 365 times in the Bible. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I just don't want that type. I don't want that much house. That's just too much. Don't need that much house. I want the land. If I had like, I don't know, my house is like 2,000 square feet. If I had my house on like an acre or 2 acres, I'd be happy. That backed up to the woods, I'm cool. I'm cool. When my daughter leave, my kids leave, then I want to downsize. I don't think we need all of that house. You know what I mean? It's just a lot. But we're starting to see the own nothing and be happy stuff happening. Agenda 2030, they working on it. They working on it. They can't let Donnie T get in office, yo, to kill that. They can't let Donnie T in office to kill that. You already threw a wrench in the gears in 2016. They can't let him in there now, even if it's only for just 4 more years. See, the thing about it is, a lot of people say that the president is selected and not elected, and I agree. The president is selected and not elected, but they give you the illusion that you made the choice. You got an acre of land right next to right next to you. I'll sell it for cheap just so you could be my neighbor. I hear that, y'all. I hear that. I'm still working on talking to like I'm still working on it, y'all. Still working on talking to the wife. Let's get the hell out of here. I'm not married to Maryland. I'm gonna tell you that. Own nothing, be happy is what they told all the feudal still use. It's medieval times with the cyberpunk veneer. Damn, I like that. But yeah, it's I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I'm not you leaving too Holden? Like I'm not married to Maryland, yo. I wanna go. Rudy Wild. We gonna have fucking Claymore mines and tripwire and shit all through the woods with maps. Oh man, you know what that remind me of, Rudy? And he cool peoples too, and I'm cool. I'm happy as hell that I got to holler. Like I'm running in the same circles with him, yo. That's the coolest shit in the world. So if you ever heard of these books called it's the surviving series. So it's like surviving home, escaping home. It's about this author named A American. He cool as ever, yo. So it's cool that because I kind of like half-ass met him through the Council on Future Conflict. He really cool guy, but his books, like even though they're fiction, they lay out plans for like homesteading and home defense and what to do should there be a civil collapse or grid down situation. They're fantastic books. Surviving Home series is what I call them. I think that's what they are called. They're on Audible. They're cool. They're really good. Um, and it's cool that I get to holler at them when I'm on the council shit. That's cool as shit. Tanner Wright and BBs. Right, yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm ready to leave where I'm at too. K, you out there? It's cold as shit. Where you at, K? You in what? Minnesota? That's where you at, right? Minnesota. I would not. I don't want no winters in Minnesota. I'm gonna tell you that much. But things are getting weird right now, guys. There's so much chaos going on right now. I don't know where to look. We got Russia off the coast of Florida doing war games, which is just posturing to show America that they're not afraid of us, and that I guarantee if we do one more thing to aid Ukraine that goes against Russia, they're going to strike us in some way, shape, form, or fashion, whether they do it themselves or they do it by proxy. And the way Putin was talking when he was slinging that shit that other night or other week, he was saying like, "Yo, we can have a proxy attack you whenever the fuck we feel like it." You know what I mean? Then you got China and Taiwan. America want to dip their toes in that. Then you got Israel and Hamas and Palestine, and the United States already got boots on the ground with that shit. We spread thin, yo. We spread thin, but that's what they want. That's what they want. The petrodollar is on its way out. Saudi Arabia no longer recognizes it. So Saudi Arabia no longer recognizes it. Like Rudy said last night, the other BRICS nations are gonna they might follow suit. And where does that leave America? Hmm? You know what they got to do? They, there we go. Man. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. Let me go do this real quick. I'm gonna turn on my do not disturb. Turn on do not disturb. All right, cool. But yeah, so if Saudi Arabia, that means other BRICS nations are gonna follow. I mean, other nations are gonna follow suit. They may still going with BRICS. And where does that leave America? We're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna start a war because we're a war economy. We are a war economy. That's what we do. And we're gonna force the nations to fucking fall back in line. Has anyone seen the video of Mexico building a wall to keep Americans out of Mexico? Is that really going on, yo? Oh man, 'cause that's just like some bizarre world shit. 1984 was supposed to be fiction. Didn't turn out that way. These psychopaths use it as a blueprint. Yeah, predictive programming. They might arm they might what arm the Lebanese? Oh shit. Yeah, the ops pulled up with the nuke sub, yo. Now and they don't even know if it's a nuke on board. Again, if you knew, my name is Cannon Hotep. This is my channel. Clearly, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. We go live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursday nights. Mondays and Wednesdays around 10:30. Don't hold me to 10, about 10:30. And then on Thursday nights is after the Hotep's Been Told You podcast. Um, so that's usually around 10:30, 11 o'clock. That's when we go live. So you want real shit? You want to hear the real takes? You want to know the real news? You want to know what's really popping? You holler at us. You holler at the Hoteps. You holler at me. Subscribe to me. You holler at Uncle Hotep. You holler at Hotep Jesus. Go see what we talking about. Because 9 times out of 10, the people that you watching, your favorite YouTubers, is taking our takes. They're getting it from us, and then they distributing it to you. So why don't you just come to the source? Come holler at us. It's not looking good if you're in a major city. The only question for me is, which one will they target first? DC. DC, and which is scary because I'm in Baltimore. They fucking hit DC. I better hope that that nuke don't reach where I live, and I better have enough potassium iodine in the building. But I don't think they would hit us with a nuke. I don't think they would hit us with a nuke. I don't think they would do that. Intercontinental ballistic, one of them. What's it called? The supersonic missile, whatever the fuck that shit is called. One of them joints. They might pop us with one of them. It'll be DC though. Remember Sarah Palin said she could see Russia from her backyard? Yeah, she did say that. Bering Strait is 50 miles distance. Russia has been on the doorstep. They have been on the doorstep. They have been on the doorstep, but now they knocking on the White House door now. That's crazy. They building a wall. That is fucking hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. The weapon on those ships in Cuba, longest range targets are South Carolina. Really? Yeah, that's the thing I'm worried about, Vegas. EMP is what I'm worried about. And that's what I want people to be prepared for, yo. Like I always say, get your canned goods, get your oodles and noodles, get your first aid, get your water up, get all of that stuff and get you something to protect your neck. Shit is serious right now. Shit is real. Shit is getting real. I keep the big boy in the trunk with the plates. I keep the big boy in the truck with the vest, just in case some shit pop off. And I gotta get home because this car ain't gonna start. And I don't even. I drove this car today because I just felt like driving my car today. I should be driving my truck, but I'm still ready. I got my bug out bag back there with all of my rations and stuff just to make sure I can get home. I got comfortable shoes on in the back. I got comfortable shoes on now too, but I got comfortable shoes in the back so I can get the hoof in it, you know. And where I work at, it might be. Mm, I got people, but where I work at, it might be a day's walk. It might be a day's walk home. The potassium iodide. So potassium iodide, it helps your thyroid with the to get rid of the nuclear fallout. So like if a nuclear bomb goes off, and let's just say I'm not in the range of like the blast, but most of the time you're in the range of the fallout. You know, the prevailing winds will send that shit into your area. So you'll have like nuclear rain or whatever. If that shit get in your system, it'll fuck with your thyroid and you get radiation poisoning. So potassium iodide helps with radiation poisoning. So get you some. It's cheap. It's on Amazon. I got quite a few bottles of it. Exactly, 400 round standard loadout. I hear that shit. What I got? I got. I don't think I'm 400 rounds. I got 5 mags. I got 5 mags. I got 4 across the plate, and then I got one for the gun. So I got like 150 rounds. I got 150 rounds, but I do keep a couple of boxes in the bag too. I do keep 3 boxes in the bag. So 10 hours to walk home. That sounded. What would it take me that long? It's a 30-minute ride from where I work to home. From walking, it's probably 5 or 6 hours maybe. 3 hours maybe. Noah says he's been hiking 2 hours every morning just to get my stamina up for the day I need it. That's a good idea. I was just thinking about that today because like when I do get out and walk, it's just me and the dog, right? What I need to start doing is putting my plates on with the magazines on and just walking. That's what I should be doing. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Because every morning I'm just gonna put my plate carrier on with my magazines and I'm loaded, and I'm gonna just walk. I ain't gonna put the gun on. I don't want to scare my fucking neighbors with my fucking AR or my 300 blackout on my chest, but you know what I mean. And I'm gonna just walk. What up, Jimmy Dawes? Right, there's no point in not being prepared. Exactly. I know Jimmy Dawes. I know his ass ready. I got titties, and it was. You got the titties. You got the titties. That's not a bad idea. No, no, I'd rather leave that for the AR. So I got a 60 round drum. Um, But I'm not about to unload that shit. I got 5.56 in that. So that's for the AR. I'm gonna leave that in there. I'm gonna just get another drum for the 300 blackout. I'm gonna just get another drum for the blackout. Hey, yeah, Jimmy, do what you gotta do, man. Go out there and mentor them kids. I could calculate it on Google Maps. I could do that. I actually could do that. Actually, I could do that. Yeah, I could do it on my phone right now, but it'll cut the stream. You're not out of shape, but you need more strength. Telling y'all, just do a little simple shit like just farmers carries. Farmers carries. They that people it's underrated. Farmers carries. Them shits make you strong. Strong back. You breathe hard. Um, what else? Sandbag carries. Hold it to the chest and just walk with that shit. That shit give you stamina and it should make you strong because you want to do movements that you can use in real life. Like a bench press is cool to have a cool bench press, but I'd rather shoulder press because when the fuck am I might have to push somebody up off me, which I got enough strength to do that. But shoulder press, putting stuff overhead, picking stuff off the floor, like that shit is more important. That shit is more important. Jimmy Doss, we're going to go to Afghanistan to cop cheap U.S. military night vision. He already got his night vision. Jimmy sent me the picture of the night vision. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, get a weighted vest or a plate carrier. Get a plate carrier. Them shits is like 20 pounds anyway. Like my plate carrier without the fucking magazines is 20 pounds. I'm trying to prep for Judgment Day. I don't have a bunker, and for the next 3 years at least, it's a bit apocalyptic. Yeah, you just gotta have those contingencies, man. I don't know what's going on. They messing with my stream. They messing with the stream. I don't know what the hell happening right now. But my father diligent about finding land right now. So he said he want to be at least 40 minutes outside of Baltimore, something like that. No more than 40 minutes outside of Baltimore. He want to be no more than 40 minutes outside of Baltimore. He looking for like at least he said he like 5 acres, something like that. He just said something where we can get to and we can survive there. So like my brother has this camper that we could probably drag out there if we had to. My father has this whole like he bought a school bus, which I want to do now. Actually, now that I think about it, he bought a whole school bus that he turned into an RV. He bought a whole school bus that he turned into an RV. Sleeps 5 people, got a compost toilet, got all the amenities on there and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Um, he's trying to find it next to a water source, so he looking for it. Rudy said you call it paranoia. I call it on point. Yeah, they probably is. Who knows? I'm sitting there looking like, damn, why this shit just freeze for no reason? I'm gonna look for one of them military surplus like flea markets. Do I still got Joel's number? I think I do still got Joel's number. I'm gonna call Joel and see when they got the next one. So because he said he got night vision from out there. He said it's from like Vietnam or wherever he said or Desert Storm. He said it's old, but it worked. I'm like I'm cool with as long as this shit work. What's up, Michelle Clark? I appreciate that. Check out Arms List. I do. So it's not in the back seat. It's in the trunk. It's in the trunk. I got a safe light. I got a safe life vest as well. I don't got the flex armor because that shit like how much is the flex armor, Jimmy? Like 1,500 for the flex armor. I got the safe life vest that's like level 3A plus, but it has the pockets for the plates. It was only 900 on Black Friday. Damn, I should have jumped on that because I paid 7 for the one I got. What up, Jay? I paid $7 for the one I got. I would have spent $200 extra for the flex armor. That should stop rifle rounds, right? Damn, I had to wait for another. Oh, what's the name to come up? But the one I got is level 3 plus, but it's got pockets for the plates. They help you out with that, yo. So like me, I was tripping. I'm like, oh, a 6X. I'm not that fucking big, and he's like, trust me. They sent me a 6X. They sent me a 6X vest, and it fit fucking right. It fit perfect. But if it don't fit, you can send it back to them, and they'll send you the right size. I'm waiting on the ops in the garage basement. Nah, I'm about to go attack Harris Teeter for a salad and aquapana water and some watermelon. Oh wait, what? The flex armor stopped 30-6? Is that what you just said? Rudy said he got a U.S. Marine Corps vest with plates, but it fits so tight it restricts my movement. So I got the Safe Life with the plate pockets, which I could take the plates out of my vest and put on out of my plate carrier. I could put it in there. But what I think I'm gonna do is get some ceramic plates to put inside of the Safe Life vest. Um, Also, I can order a Molly cover for that Safe Life vest, which I think I may do. But I think I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can't catch a deal on that Flex Armor. 900 ain't bad. Yeah, if you call Safe Life, they'll help you out. So, and if you look it up online, they kind of give you an idea on how to figure it out. You know what I mean? It's like a shirt. So like if your chest a certain size and your waist a certain size, they'll be like, all right, we recommend this. If it don't fit, you can send it back. They send you a new one. That's how that works. They'll send you one that fits. But the guy was like, yeah, I think you probably want a 6X. I said a 6X because I ordered a 3X. I'm like, it's my t-shirts are and shit like that. He's like, I think you want a 6. I'm like, all right, if I don't fit, I'll send it back. And he sent it, and that shit fit fucking great. Yeah, they be messing with us sometimes over here. They don't like when we start talking. They do not like when we start talking. They don't like when the Hotep start talking. So we're not a part of Con Inc. You know what I mean? We're not a part of Conservative Inc. You know, we're not a part of Black Conservative Inc. We're not TPUSA plants. We tell her how it is. Chinese sizing. That's kind of how it is. You're right, though. It's kind of how it is. That's what I thought, but it works. Like I said, I got a plate carrier in the trunk, and I would go get it. I just don't feel like it. But I got a plate carrier in the trunk, and I got my soft armor vest in the back. Right. So, but I do like Safe Life because it allows me to move. My plate carrier is minimalist, so my plate carrier protect my lungs and my heart. You know what I mean? It protects the lungs and the heart, but like everything else, it's just like don't get shot there. The Safe Life vest, like as far as small arms, it even stop the 5.7. It protects everything else. It protects everything full all the way around. And if I put the plates in, then I got extra protection. Um, so I think my father got some extra plates. I'm gonna see what he doing with his extra plates. I know he got extra plates. I'm gonna go holler at him today when I get off of work. What you doing with these, Dad? You ain't doing shit with these. Let me get these. I'm gonna tell you this though, and don't kill me for this. Remember that day we was on Timu making bug out bags, y'all? We was on Timu making bug out bags. By the way, if you're new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. My name's Ken Hotep. Welcome to the channel. Um, After we got off the stream, I was looking right. I was looking at like plate carriers because like it's a plate carrier. Like the plates is what protect you. I was just looking at the carriers. Like, dude, they got cheaper carriers than I would buy here. And I was sitting there looking at some of the plate carriers on Temu. They was the same fucking. So they, on Temu, the plate carriers was like $60, right? And they was the same plate carriers that I would see on these American websites that was like $200. I'm like, that's the same fucking carrier. I'm like, yo, that's the same carrier, and it's cheaper. I might buy one, right? And we gonna see how good it is as far as like the hook and loop, because that's honestly what you really want to focus on is the hook and loop, and then like the padding, right? The padding to make sure it's comfortable. Like I got a 511 tactical plate carrier, and like I said, it's a minimalist carrier, but it's comfortable. You know what I mean? It ain't rubbing and chafing and stuff like that. Now I'm still trying to get my weight down. I'm trying to get down to about 275. I get down to 275, the plate carrier will feel even better. But it still fits me. I bought it when I was at my biggest. You know what I mean? Yeah, they manufacture in the same factories in China. Might as well cut out the middleman. I hear that, no toes. But the ones I was seeing on Temu, they were bigger. Like, yo, they'd be for a bigger person, which I could just throw my plates in there and then I'm straight and get. And some of them have room for side plates. I'm like, shit, I might have to do that. With all this, make sure you hug those that make you better. Invest in them too. That's right. That's right. My kids, I'm teaching them like I told y'all the other night. My son, he's not ready to shoot a gun yet, a real gun, but we got a CO2 powered AR that functions just like the real thing, so he can learn. So he can learn. My daughter, she ready. She ready. I put that on Twitter one day. She was knocking the center out the targets. So, you know. But yeah, so it's chicken spicy, guys. Still got my food stores downstairs. My father even went out and bought more shit. He's like, let me go ahead and get prepared. Um, I'm probably gonna get another tote full of canned goods. I'm gonna try to do it this weekend. Another tote full of canned goods. I'm gonna go back to the gun store, still see if they still had those MREs on sale. They had them on sale for $5. It was $14. Now they on sale for $5 because the dude was like they only got 4 years left on the lifespan or 3 years left on. I'm like that's good enough for me. Yeah, I mean only 3 years left on the lifespan. It's freeze dried. Like, all right, I'm gonna buy them for $5. I bought a bunch of them the last time I was there. I should have bought them all. Yeah, check out Safe Life, y'all. I like them. I jumped on them early when they first started making carriers, so I started researching the shit out of it. I jumped on them early. I was watching all their YouTube videos, Mr. Guns and Gear, and those guys that was doing tests on them. Just they was mag dumping into these plate carriers, and they was like back force deformation was like super fucking minimal. I think like they put 150 rounds in the one vest, and it took 150 rounds before the back face deformation was starting to show. Um, they stab proof. They stab proof. How about that? 3,500 get your freeze dry that allows you to save your dinner leftovers. Oh shit! But they stab proof. I'm watching them stab the shit out of the vest. Ain't going through none of that. You know, it's dope. It's dope. I just know that I just want to be prepared, right? And I want my family to be prepared. I want to make sure they ain't starving to death. I want to make sure that ain't if shit go down, they getting down and dirty with me. Cause like I said, y'all, and anybody that's new to the channel, I'm gonna say it again. If shit hit the fan, if there's a lights out situation, a grid down situation, a civil unrest situation, right? Even a natural disaster, right? It's only going to take about 24 to 36 hours before civilization collapses. 24 to 36 hours before everybody realizes the lights ain't coming back on no time soon, or we in real danger. When that happens, people get desperate. And you got to be willing to do things that you wouldn't do in regular society, because people that's getting desperate, they are already at that point. So you got to be prepared to do some shit that you wouldn't do in the normal world. You got to be prepared to put somebody's lights out to save your family. Exactly. What's up, Reaction PR on the building? Breakdown begins right after people miss that third meal. Mm. Oh, Haley Strategic. You know what I mean? Like I said in that movie, Leave the World Behind, which I thought was a pretty good movie. You saw Ethan Hawke's character when y'all watched that movie. Mahershala Ali thought, let me go ask him. He's a buddy of mine. He did the renovations on my house. Let me go ask him and see if he could help us. I know he's a prepper. They went up to Ethan Hawke's house. Ethan Hawke came out with that shotgun like I don't know you. We was cool in the real world, but this ain't it no more. Get the fuck off my property. I mean, he ended up helping him after a while, but he was like, "Yo, yeah, I knew you. I knew you. I knew you when shit was civil. It ain't civil no more, and I got to worry about me and mine. You know, what'd you say? The generator is good too, but the gas we switched to is trash now. The ethanol gas captures water. Look for sealed container race gas or a diesel generator if you can afford it. So, yeah. So now the cool so we got a boat business, right? We destroy boats. So in the process of destroying the boats, we pump fuel out a lot of them, and we got containers for the fuel, right? And I've noticed that some of the fuel be having water in it, but if you go to like advanced auto parts or something like that, and you put a fuel stabilizer in it or octane booster in it, it fixes it. It fixes it right up, and you can use that gas. Your dogs are the first line of defense. Being a single middle-aged chick, they alert for real and different barks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tell when your dog knows danger. Like my dog, he got this like when he knows people that he know. And some shit he don't know. That nigga hit the door at 6,000 miles per hour. It's times where I thought he broke my window, that he hit the window so hard, going crazy. I'm like, Tyson, you gonna stop? You gonna kill the window? But when you know it's somebody's, when it's somebody he don't know, he going crazy at the door, crazy. Like, let me at him. I don't know who that is. He a good dog. He a good dog. He a boxer lab. How the bridge repairs going? Um, 2028 is when they said that the bridge is supposed to be done. They did get the channel open now, so now we got cruise ships and other ships coming through now on one side. They still trying to get the rest of the debris up on the other side of the channel. So is one side of the channel open that's in and out until they get the rest of the stuff out of the channel. Um, but we back open for business. But the bridge, they said the bridge 2028. Yeah, I mean, at first on its face, I was like, I think this was a mistake. Now I don't buy it either. Like I was on Tenfold Hat Pod, and I was talking to Sam Tripoli on Tenfold Hat Pod. Shout out to Sam. It was cool being on the show. Um, and I was on Council on Future Conflict talking about it. On his face, I'm like, yo, I don't think this was a thing. I think they really like the boat had hit a bridge in like 2016 too. But then when I found out about the black box, just so happened to just turn off. The fact that they knew the ship had problems before they left the port. Um, the fact that they dropped anchor. What's left side? Is left side port side? They dropped the anchor on the left side, which should have swung the bridge. I mean, should have swung the boat in the right direction. and it still made a hard right, I got to issue it. I got to issue it. You know what I mean? And not to mention, I was running support for the command center, and it was I was running support for the command center, um, and it was people at that command center that I'm like, what y'all doing here? Why y'all here? I thought this was just an accident. So, and I said that on Sam's show. I said, yo, some people here that I'm like, why y'all here? This was just an accident, you know. And those people still on the boat. That boat is still in the port. There's people still in that boat. So I don't know what the hell going on, for real. Because you would think that they would have been like sent back to wherever they're from. Like, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Reaction PR. Like, I feel like Customs and Border Patrol would have like put them on a plane somewhere, but they still here. So it tells me that something's up. What up, kid? Gravity in the building. What's up, brother? Off topic. Did you hear about that Delta Force colonel in North Carolina that killed that chicken? What, that Chechen national that was taking pictures on his property? He got foreign assets to deal with. What? We got foreign assets to deal with too much shit. No, I didn't hear about that. I gotta look that up. That's crazy. That's interesting. Well, like I'm finna do a hit. I'm about to go ahead and hit this salad bar at Harris Teeter. That's what I'm about to do. Um, that's a good question, yo. I don't know who's securing that boat. I don't know if it's the Coast Guard securing the boat or if it's CBP. I don't know, but our Maryland Port Authority police are on site, so it could be them. I don't know who's securing that boat. I ain't even been over that side yet. I just see the boat when I go to work. I can see it. I'm not sure who's securing it though. My guess it's got to be CBP. It's either CBP or MPA. He was scouting his and he smoked him. Shit, if that's the case, do what you gotta do. If I ain't Thor back, what's going on? It was near Fort Bragg, the shooting. I'm gonna look that up. That's a wild story. I heard about the shooting in North Carolina. Chechens working on a power what? Working for a power company that is owned by a Russian. That's interesting. Captain of the ship was Ukrainian. If I'm not mistaken, I did hear that the captain of the ship was Ukrainian. There's just a lot of interesting things, man. I don't know what to say. All I can do is like at this point just be prepared for whatever comes. Be prepared for whatever comes. And hope it don't last long. And if it lasts long, then I can just take care of my family, guys. Just learn skills. Like learn how to fish. If you can't fish, learn how to hunt. Right? Get a crash course in hunting. Right? Know where to shoot the animal. Rabbits is good. And squirrels, you might eat a bunch of them. Rabbits are good. Deer, you know. Like I know how to bow hunt and I know how to rifle hunt. And I would bow hunt in my neighborhood just so they wouldn't hear it. You know what I mean? Get a nice heart shot on the deer or a lung shot. That way I ain't got to chase it too far. And then drag that shit back in the garage and do what I need to do to feed the family. See, Rudy got said, see, Rudy, he know how to fish. He got a boat and all that shit. Got a little John boat and everything. CBP can have the crew to confine the quarters if necessary. Yeah, see? But all I'm gonna say is this, guys, before I go in here and get my salad because I'm getting hungry. What time is it? It's 10:48. Keep your head on the swivel, guys. I don't know what's coming. Right? Would you say no toes? What will come out of our control will come. Maximize preparedness for what you can control in your scenario. Sit back, observe, be happy, and do you. It is what it is. That's true. You got a John boat, bass boat, and kayak. See, he ready. But like I said, guys, keep your head on the swivel. Just be prepared for anything. Stop looking at these distractions. Start looking at this stuff that's happening at our border and stuff like that. That's the stuff that's scary. Not a white girl saying the N word. Not, oh, I don't know about these Palestinian protests. These Palestinian protests, they might actually be birthing some extremists because of that shit that just happened in New York. Now I don't know if this guy was an op or what, but I know that them protests, the Summer Love 2.0 right now, they out there doing some wild stuff in New York and California. So just keep your head on shoulder for that too. Hella Quran, what's going on? Rabbits don't have enough fat to sustain you. You will die if you only eat rabbit. You got to make sure you have a ton of different stuff. That's facts. But you can always add the fat to the rabbit. You can always add the avocado oil and the coconut oil, right? Nuts and seeds are good, healthy fats. Avocados, if you want to grow some avocados and stuff like that, good, healthy fats. She's right, though. But anyway, tonight, after Hotep's been told you after party, sorry, tonight after Hotep's been told you, which is over there on Hotep Jesus' channel, it's the Hotep's been told you after party. That's on the Canon Hotep Rumble channel and Canon Hotep YouTube channel. Also, we stream live on X, Canon Hotep on X. If you're not subscribed to me, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon, and let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream, guys. Let people know we was live. You want to donate to the channel? $sign Canon Hotep on Cash App, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Always welcome. Or become a